Who has created a new dawn of performance, versatility, and simplicity? Only RCA. Introducing the full-spectrum video monitors, all high-performance televisions and more, designed to get the most from your video components. You simply plug in video games, your stereo, and your VCR. For audio and video excitement that's as different as night and day. The full-spectrum video monitors, only from RCA. Technology that excites the senses.
Last year, Sears tuned up 1 million engines, performed more than 1 million brake repairs, installed over 3 million shocks, sold upwards of 9 million tires, and replaced more batteries than anyone else in America. At Sears, we install confidence. And best of all, we do it right next door to all this.
There's more for your life.
This is Chevrolet Corvette.
You've never seen anything like this before.
A Corvette superb in its engineering and defiant in its performance.
Never before.
Corvette performance you won't believe. And a digital information center you can't ignore. This is your Corvette, America. Technology. That's today's Chevrolet.
This camping trip was a good idea. Yeah, it sure is relaxing.
Peaceful. Groovy.
Groovy? Kind of dark, though. Man, I'm getting thirsty. Yeah, let's have another light beer from Miller. Light Philly! Hey, Philly! Let's Philly! What was that? The creature. What creature? Well, legend has it that a horrible thing stalks these woods.
Oh, Mickey!
It comes out when the moon is full. What does this creature look like? It walks on 2 legs, but it isn't human. It's got big eyes that bulge out and... It's the creature! Hey, guys, where you going? Hey, guys, where are the marshmallows?
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Come on, it's after us! Man, did you see that thing? In the first half.
AT&T is in paper, trucks, software. How? With a new program called AT&T Opportunity Calling for Business. It can help small business earn $1 credit on these and other name brand products for each $1 spent on AT&T long distance service. That's savings off the best price you can find. Our catalog is coming to your office. Look for it. AT&T Communications. We can help your business in ways you never thought of.
Monday, Cagney and Lacey must guard a cop killer.
Women cops, you might as well put a bullet right through me.
But when he's hit, they become prime suspects.
All I care about is getting the guy who made us look like idiots.
Oh, is the man down there fighting it. 6-0, the Giants over Dallas.
Us syncopators of progressive ribs have a unique style of jawing.
Howard says jazz musicians talk funny.
And after a gig, I finger pop with a light beer from Miller.
After playing, Howard enjoys a light beer.
Light is super cool and a breeze on the calories, you dig.
Light is less filling, with 1/3 less calories than their regular beer. And the taste, Howard?
Oh, man, it's Obop Shabanas, lay down, break down, birdie on the hot side of town.
He likes it.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Pontiac.
When you get a Pontiac Sunbird, you get a car that's practical and easy to own. When you get a Pontiac Sunbird, you get a car that's technically advanced and carefully built. And when you get a Pontiac Sunbird, you can also get a car with 150 turbocharged horsepower. If you're so inclined. Sunbird, only from Pontiac.
We build excitement. Pontiac.
There's Marshall on him. quite low, and he gets it when he goes down.
I hate to wait.
He hates to wait. Well, you have to wait. So sorry.
Avis knows how frustrating it is to wait for your rental car. That's why we invented the Wizard number, so you can go right from your plane to the Avis bus.
I hate to wait.
We'll get you on your way and into your car fast. We know you hate to wait, so from reservation to return,
I hate to wait.
He hates to wait.
we're trying harder, faster.
I hate to wait.
Hey, Mom!
When you come home from Kmart, you can feel very good about what you bought. Because along with the best brand names and the low Kmart price, you have the assurance that if anything you buy at Kmart isn't right for any reason, we'll do our best to make you happy.
This thing doesn't catch good. Well, let's find one that does.
Kmart, satisfaction always.
Kmart, we've got it, and we've got it good.
Wednesday is Charles in Charge or his cousin Elliot taking over.
Who's in charge?
You are.
I am.
Then ER moves its caseload to a new day and time.
I'm in love with you.
I've got a problem.
Pontiac.
It's brand new. It's from Pontiac, and it's called Grand Am. The latest in Pontiac road car technology, Grand Am is a true driver's coupe. That means it's built for drivers who appreciate engineering excellence as well as exciting road machinery. You know who you are. Grand Am, new from Pontiac, only from Pontiac. We build excitement.
Pontiac.
Would you believe we started this business in a shed back of my house?
Within our first 6 months, we sold 2 chairs.
The good old days. Now folks come from all over for our handmade furniture because we offer them good workmanship at a fair price. Fellas at Meisterbrow understand that. Today, we could pay as much as we want for beer, but this tastes as good as Budweiser and doesn't set you back as much.
And after a long day of sawdust, you build up a pretty good thirst.
Meisterbrow. Tastes as good as Budweiser at a better price.
A reminder, there's college football next Saturday on CBS Sports. The #1 ranked Washington Huskies meet the 18th ranked USC Trojans. This game could decide which of those two Pac-10 powers receives a Rose Bowl berth. That's next Saturday, 3:30 Eastern Time, right here on CBS Sports. 6-0, the Giants over the Cowboys. Giants starting from their own 20-yard. And then one play, it took the Cowboys 5 seconds to get on top of the scoreboard. 7-6 they lead with 5:11 left to play first half.
Pontiac.
The editors of Road and Track call the Pontiac 6000 STE one of the world's 12 best enthusiast cars. Car and Driver called the Pontiac 6000 STE one of the 10 best cars of 1984. So why did we make it even better for 1985? Just because. The sensational 6000. Only from Pontiac. We build excitement.
Pontiac.
Do you know me? It's frightening how many novels of suspense I've written. But still, when I'm not recognized, it just kills me. So instead of saying I wrote Carrie, I carry the American Express card. Without it, isn't life a little scary?
To apply for the card, look for an application and take one.
The American Express card.
Don't leave home without it.
I've been an executive in the oil business for more than 20 years. I've always been hardworking, and I love honest competition. But you know, when I'm on the road, the thing that's uppermost in my mind is my family. I'm on the phone with my wife, Betty, and my kids all the time. I've got 6 of them, and they truly are the joy of my life. I love my family, and that's why I care about the kind of community they're going to live in. That's why I'm part of the United Way leadership team that's helping to solve people's problems in my community.
United Way services all kinds of people.
I think that's an extremely... I'm a pretty busy guy, but I always find the time to take in an NFL game on the weekend.
This is my favorite occupation.
I'm Gene Barth, an NFL referee. I've always been a professional on the field, and I try to be a professional in my community. Among my colleagues in the NFL, you'll find doctors, teachers, lawyers, but they're all part of the NFL family on game day.
In United Elway is part of the NFL family, too.
This message furnished for the National Football League.
A few weeks ago, the barbershop closed 3 hours early. The mill closed at noon. Across the state, people took time for something special. A train carrying the President of the United States and a spirit of optimism and pride. Because today, inflation is down, taxes are down, and America is working again. So while some might have come just so they could say they saw President Reagan, most just stopped by to say thanks.
In this uncertain and bewildering world of personal computers, the Tandy 2000 stands apart. In power, speed, and graphics, the Tandy 2000 is clearly superior. For service, support, and software, Tandy is clearly superior. Available exclusively at Radio Shack Computer Centers. Compare. You too will immediately recognize Tandy technology, service, and support are clearly superior.
You never know when the weather's going to turn on you, do you? That's why Michelin developed the XA4 all-season tire. The XA4's as good in the snow as a snow tire. As good out of the snow as a great handling highway tire. And with proper care, its unique all-weather tread lasts up to 60,000 miles. Michelin, because so much is riding on your tires.
Next Saturday on CBS Sports, two Pac-10 powers will collide in a game that could determine a Rose Bowl berth. The #1 ranked Washington Huskies, sporting one of the nation's stingiest defenses, will lock horns with the USC Trojans. Sunday on the NFL Today, a profile of St. Louis Cardinals coach Jim Hannafin. Then a doubleheader featuring an NFC Eastern Division showdown between the Dallas Cowboys and the St. Louis Cardinals, or other regional games. All next weekend on CBS Sports.
Those teams we're watching today use a little more speed in the backfield, couldn't they? And, you know, running for daylight, the old battle cry of the Green Bay Packers during the Vince Lombardi era, it's a lot easier if you're a world-class sprinter with speed to burn. But as Irv now tells us, when a medal-winning Olympic star trades in his track shoes for a pair of football cleats, he enters a brave new world of fast company where speed must compete against other formidable skills.
A trackman's legs can earn him fame as a sprinter, but his speed doesn't guarantee him success as a pro receiver. The Jet Slam Jones won the gold at Montreal and is just now making strides after a rough start. For Ram rookie Ron Brown, a gold medal winner in L.A., and for the Bears' Willie Gault, the transition from track to football has been a smoother one.
Being a sprinter doesn't necessarily mean you're a football player. To convert sprinting to football is a very difficult task, and if you don't have 4 years of college experience or high school experience, it's very hard to just come right into it and do it.
From out of the blocks to the tape, the sprinter and hurdler concentrate all their energies into a straight line. A race demands all the straight-ahead power they can command. The track athlete can become conditioned to one style of straight-ahead running. The question is, can he adapt this kind of speed to the football field?
I had doubts. You know, a world-class sprinter at that time had gone in the ball, but they never had made it as big.
Hayes set a world record for the 100-meter dash in Tokyo, then split out wide in Dallas.
When you use your speed, it's more or less only longer passing plays or the bomb or the fly routes or what have you. And then I just don't think that a wide receiver or a fast guy could run top full speed and catch a pass. I think there's somewhere or another you got to control yourself and gather yourself to bring that ball in.
The most important thing is to control that speed and utilize it in a framework where it suits the person that's running.
Earl McCullough passed up the Mexico City Olympics to sign with the Detroit Lions.
Every time a guy lines up opposite a guy that's got speed, oh, he might go deep. Well, that's what you want to put into his mind. But don't overutilize it. Show him something different. Change him up. Lull him to sleep. Then use it.
But for every Hayes and McCullough who made it, there were many who did not. Tommy Smith, John Carlos, and Jimmy Hines all won Olympic gold but could not cut it in the NFL. In 1961, Frank Budd became the world's fastest human and was signed by the Eagles.
It was a matter of retraining the body all over again. I was trying to run all of my patterns at full speed, and you can't do that. And it took a while to find out that at what speed I could make that sharp cut and then use the speed once I'd made the cut.
Like Bud, the current record holder in the high hurdles also went directly to pro ball.
I'm realizing that 4 years that I missed not playing in college really hurt me in my first 2 years, and I think my first 2 years basically was a crash course in the NFL. Well, everyone envisioned me going 50, 60 yards at a crack. I just never knew how to control that speed. In hurdling, there was never any control. You never left anything behind. So when I had to run a route, I tried to run it as fast as I could, and I could beat a defensive back, but by the time I regained my body control, he had me covered. And Coach Walsh, I guess for 2 years now, has been trying to get me to be a little bit more familiar to how to use my speed, how to control my speed, disguise it, look as if I'm running full speed, but still having a lot left.
Didn't somebody draft Carl Lewis?
Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys drafted him. Of course, he has great speed, but, you know, he said he'd like to play pro ball, but if he did, he would have to take a pay cut. Can you imagine that?
Let's get everybody the scoreboard down up to date with some highlights. 10-10. Packers and the Saints are tied, and the Saints kicked a field goal just at the end of the first half to tie it. Wayne Wilson, not Rodgers, not Campbell. It has been Wilson who has been the leading ball carrier for the Saints so far. This is a 36-yard run and set up his first touchdown, and Wilson kept it himself. He's a very durable running back. It was 7-0, and here's what George Rogers did.
Had a tough day. Rogers is normally a pretty sure-handed running back. Here he bobbles the pitch here from Todd, and Tom Flynn, Green Bay recovers.
Now, Irv, I know you make a case for Ozzie Newsome being the best tight end in all of football, but I'll tell you, I'll put this man up against him. Look at Paul Kaufman. Beat the two safeties, battle his way into the end zone.
My second choice.
All right. Tampa Bay and Minnesota right now, very close, 14-10. The Vikings have come back to score a touchdown. Call Bud soon. Folks, if you do, he'll be out hunting or fishing. I guarantee you that. James Wilder. He's John McKay's O.J. Simpson, whatever you will, the eye back. And I'll tell you what, no shortage of work for Wilder. He scores once, and John says, give it to him again. And so here he comes now from the 2-yard line. And then finally, well, take a look at this next player.
The Vikings get in with Steve Jordan at tight end, number 83, who was their Iron Man. Remember, he won that competition last summer, 4-yard reverse.
All right, now, updating the story in Soldier Field in Chicago. A 44-yard field goal by Barr has just got them on the scoreboard. The Bears have dominated. Listen to the defensive stats. 5 sacks, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery, 2 quarterbacks knocked out of commission. And Wilson has come back, but Hum has gone to the locker room. On the field goal that they just kicked, Wilson could not hold it out there. They had to use Ray Guy, but of course the punters frequently hold during practice, so no problem there. We'll have more scores and highlights after these messages from your local stations.
Tonight, a millionaire canine is framed for murder, but Jessica suspects a human touch. Dean Jones, Lynn Redgrave, and Forrest Tucker guest star on Murder, She Wrote. And the Jeffersons run against each other for president of the Tenants Council.
My opponent is the pipsqueak.
Then on Alice, Big Bad Mel's hung up on leveling the nursery school next door to build...
Parking lot!
Mel Sharples is live.
And on Trapper John, Ernie's search for a madman endangers her life.
There's a murderer here.
It all happens tonight.
This is CBS.
Panasonic introduces a new lightweight video system that's so automatic, it works by itself. The Panasonic video camera focuses by itself, adjusts for changing light by itself, even works in extreme low light, all by itself. This Panasonic VHS recorder connects almost by itself and plays back a jitter-free picture in slow motion and stop motion. Put in a pre-recorded movie, and this Panasonic gives you hi-fi sound through your stereo. Sound so far superior to ordinary TV, it stands out by itself. Panasonic video system, just slightly ahead of our time.
You know who you are. You know where you're going. You know what you're striving for in everything you do. And Texas American, Texas American, there's a special kind of banker for you.
Join Steve Bosch and Clarice Tinsley weeknights on Channel 4 News.
Don't forget some late news. First of all, this score's been with us for a time now. San Diego is still ahead in its AFC game, 17-7 over Indianapolis. But look, the Philadelphia Eagles have just struck. Ron Jaworski has just hit Mike Quick 68 yards for the touchdown. They still have not even attempted the extra point. That'll make Marion Campbell feel good. But Irv, this was lousy tackling by the Eagles here.
This, I'm sure, upset him. Marion's a great defensive coach. 1 missed tackle, 2 missed tackles. You have to put that shoulder in there and bring him down.
Now, Monty Clark has to open up. Billy Sims is out, so first here he is throwing to James Jones. Then he'll come back with the razzle-dazzle out of the shotgun. This is a beautiful play. They'll hand the ball to Jones. Now watch Danielson come out 16. Nobody picks him up. The linebacker's gone to the other side. Jones just does get the dying quail off. And I'll tell you, he runs pretty good for a quarterback, folks. And this just moments ago. Jaworski back to his favorite receiver at midfield. And if Quick gets a step, say goodbye. It's Quick 6 for the Philadelphia Eagles, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the extra point is good. It is now 17-13 Lions with the lead in the third quarter. Buffalo over Cleveland, 7-6, bad weather conditions. Pittsburgh now shutting out Houston 21-0. Malone is thrown for 2 and run for the third. The Giants of the Dallas Cowboys. Those of you who have watched it know the Giants have wasted too many opportunities. Those of you who just came inside, here's what you might have missed early in the going. Tony Dorsett will take a pitch out. And Irv, Tom Landry had to be furious with the way things were going with his offense early.
Well, in the first quarter, the Giants totally dominated the game, and he had to be concerned about how he was going to get that ball moving.
Here was the key play. Watch Bob Bruni come over, and he sticks Joe Morris right there. And on the turnover, they came out, but then an injury for the Cowboys, Irv.
Big play. Lawrence Taylor and Leonard Marshall taking down Danny White. And, of course, Hogaboom came in to replace him.
And this was the result. Hogaboom, off the play action with time, had Tony Hill down the middle. He was all alone, and, of course, that was the Cowboys' touchdown. And I'm sure Pat and John will have more on the action that unfolded in the first half. So let's go back to Pat now. Pat?
Dallas leads the New York Giants at the half here at Texas Stadium by the score of 7-6. This has been quite a weekend here in Dallas, as the Cowboys have celebrated their 25th anniversary. They had a big dinner here Friday night to name their all-time team, and they've just been introduced to the crowd here at the stadium. This happened just a little while ago. Drew Pearson was one of the wide receivers, along with Bob Hayes, and when Drew was introduced, Roger Staubach threw him a pass. Drew always had those good hands.
I know, he looked pretty good, didn't he? He just caught that ball, tucked it under his arm, and ran up to his stand.
Now watch what happens when he tosses it to Billy Joe Dupree, who's standing behind him.
Drew Pearson looks like he could still play. Billy Joe says, boy, thank goodness I'm retired. I wouldn't want to do that in the end zone in a game.
That could be why he retired. Getting back to more serious matters, how do you see the second half developing?
Well, what I think is, I really think it's a story of the blitz. I think that the Giants, if they're going to be successful, they have to be able in the second half to handle that Cowboy blitz. I think the Cowboys, if they're going to be successful moving the ball, whether it be with Danny White or Gary Hogaboom, I think they have to get the ball to Tony Hill. In the first half, they threw 1 pass to him, 1 completion, 1 touchdown.
Danny White, by the way, did start, hurt his shoulder, and was replaced by Gary Hogaboom, who threw the touchdown pass. Here's the injury to Danny White.
Well, we see what happens here. Lawrence Taylor is coming from the backside along with Leonard Marshall, and they both fall on him. And it looks like they took him into the locker room to x-ray his left shoulder, and we haven't heard the results of the x-ray yet.
Well, he did come back. He was the punter on the all-time Cowboy team, and he did come out. He was introduced to the crowd, so apparently he's okay. Dallas leads the Giants. We're at the half at Texas Stadium. The score is 7-6.
People tend to confuse me with the roles I play, which is ridiculous because I'm not a neat freak. For example, I just got a Beta Zoom copier from Minolta, but not because I can add toner without getting that disgusting black powder all over my hands. No, I got a Minolta Beta Zoom because it takes this mess of different size originals and gives back copies in one neat size automatically. But that doesn't make me a neat freak. Of course, I'm not a slob either, like
The Beta Zoom copiers, only from the mind of Minolta.
Armstrong, send this barbell to Pittsburgh by Federal Express. Yes, Mr. Atlas. Hi, girls. Does Federal carry something this heavy, Bull? Gee, I don't know. Hey, Brutus, check the rate book. I think it's under the safe. Sure thing, Bull.
A lot of people think Federal Express carries only itty-bitty packages. They carry the big stuff, too, all the way up to 150 pounds. Federal Express. Why fool around with anyone else?
The Honda Accord hatchback can handle the hairpin at Sears Point. The S's at Lime Rock. The straightaway at Daytona. Even the Loop in Chicago.
Welcome to Miller Time. Miller Time begins here, where Miller High Life waits for the finest ingredients to reach their golden best. Then we go beyond ingredients and use the finest brewing skills, making sure Miller High Life contains no additives and no preservatives. So come your Miller Time, you get nothing but the fresh, smooth taste of just pure beer. Welcome to Miller High Life.
Welcome to Miller Time.
They've already done the hard part. All we have to do is vote.
As Tom Landry checks his scorecard.
This is Rhonda, the happy owner of a Honda Civic CRX. Rhonda loves her Honda. It's fun to drive. But the people who love Rhonda's Honda most are her mom and dad who live in Fonda, 120 miles away, and now see a lot more of Rhonda. Honda.
Who has saved your yesterdays for today, captured the very best of times, and put them in the palm of your hand? Who else but RCA? Presenting RCA's Small Wonder video camera, a lightweight camera that hooks up to this instantly portable full 8-hour video recorder, letting you capture more of life's special moments single-handedly. The Small Wonder camera and portable VCR, only from RCA. Technology that excites the senses.
Third quarter. 7-6 they lead.
The Prelude. Some people like to drive it wide open.
There'll be 50,000 people here tomorrow. The Office Automation Expo. This company is big in computers. They're just announcing their first system. But one company has it all, right now. Professional workstations, electronic printers, file servers, and they can all work together. They've already installed more than 800 networks worldwide. What puts this company ahead of the others? Teamwork.
When punks start hassling decent people, I make it my business.
Get ready for the baddest Mr. T ever. He's the toughest man in the world.
Just happen to have these for you.
Wednesday.
Next Sunday is doubleheader week here on CBS. The second game will be either the Giants against Tampa Bay or Dallas against St. Louis in St. Louis. And we look forward to seeing Jim Hannaford's Cardinals. And the NFL Today will have a special feature on the coach of the St. Louis Cardinals, Jim Hannaford. Coach who believes in building through the draft, and this year it's paying off. And I guess they really got some passing attack, John. 7:17 left to play in the third quarter. It's Dallas 7, Giants 6.
You work day and night to give a parched land a drink of water. Now comes your time.
Miller Time.
And Miller Time means it's time for the best beer you can find. Miller High Life.
Bring your thirsty self right here. The rich, smooth taste of Miller beer is what you have in mind.
Welcome to Miller High Life.
Welcome to Miller Time.
The EPA figures say you can get 49 miles out of a gallon of gas. If you aren't getting this kind of mileage from your gasoline, maybe you should change your brand of car. we recommend you try the car made for high gas mileage, the Honda Civic CRX HF. The right car for your gasoline. Honda. Today's cars do things yesterday's cars didn't.
Please fasten seatbelt.
Their smaller, higher revving engines can break down an oil's viscosity within 1,500 miles. The tests show Castrol suffers no significant breakdown of viscosity even after 5,000 miles. So listen to your car.
Exceeding recommended RPM.
It may be telling you something. Castrol, engineered for smaller cars.
The president of this electronics company has always believed that if you're fair with people, they'll be fair with you. And he knows the travelers for a company that goes out of their way to be fair. To help him control the rising costs of his company's medical insurance, the travelers offered a flexible health, education, and fitness plan that showed him how to keep more of his employees healthy and on the job, in better shape, physically and financially. At the Travelers, we believe fairness is good business.
Summerall, John Madden at Texas Stadium with the Cowboys clinging to that one-point lead, 7-6. It's the end of the third quarter with the score, the Giants 13, the Cowboys 7. And we now pause for a word from your local station.
A Rose Bowl berth could be at stake when #1 ranked Washington battles Pac-10 rival USC in college football next Saturday on CBS Sports. This is CBS.
Jack Brown, Philip Bruce, Ed Delheim, Steve Dawson, Lynn Easton, Bud Gillette, Stephanie Lucero, Vicky Monks, Suzanne Moss, Laura Randall, Richard Ray, Jose Sanders, Tom Steyer, Barbara White. The Channel 4 election team, headed by Clarice Tinsley and Steve Bosch. For complete election returns from across the country, the state and the Metroplex, turn to Channel 4 News. It's a better newscast.
Armstrong, send this barbell to Pittsburgh by Federal Express. Yes, Mr. Atlas. Hi, girls. Does Federal carry something this heavy, Bull?
Gee, I don't know. Hey, Brutus, check the rate book. I think it's under the safe.
Sure thing, Bull.
A lot of people think Federal Express carries only itty-bitty packages. They carry the big stuff, too, all the way up to 150 pounds. Federal Express. Why fool around with anyone else?
I'm glad you called GTE to help you plan your communication system, because frankly, most people don't realize we have experts in every field of communications ready to help companies of all sizes, with everything from electronic key sets to high-speed data systems. Anything else you might need. All backed by a well-trained service force you can count on anytime. Because it's from GTE, the largest collection of experts assembled under one roof. Briefcase. I can see.
Hey, don't forget me.
Watch Taxi weekdays at 4:30 on Channel 4.